Offensively, it seemed like you were doing some of the things to start this game that you were hoping to do, pace, ball movement. What did you like in particular on that side of the ball to start this game?
Yeah, offensively, I thought that our quick inbounds were so much better. I feel like we were getting into a lot of three-man actions and getting into just early pick and rolls or early actions in general a lot faster than usual. I thought the ball was really like zipping around the horn. I think guys are making the hit under pass. They're making the one more. They're reading the shifts. I think we got a lot of quality looks that I think that we will knock down. It's been an intense week since we've been here in Charleston, but I actually think on that side of the ball we did a really good job of like committing to who we are and continuing to trust what we did. The competitive spirit and joy and togetherness on that end of the floor was really good.
Was there defensively anything that you were having particularly difficult, consistent trouble with?
Yeah, I would love to see our defensive focus, our defensive physicality, our defensive mindset be just a little bit sharper and tighter to start the game. I don't like looking down at the box score, whether it's preseason, open gym, regular season, when like you go the first three quarters are 36, 34, 37. Like that's just not good enough. And I think that it starts with that first group we talked about, having a little bit better discipline with our red execution, not allowing them to slip or not having two on the ball and communicating better. Our transition defense, making sure we're stopping the ball and not giving up that layup at the end of the quarter too. And then the fouling, that's just, again, just being solid, living with some of the highly contested threes without all the high fives at the end of the plays. And so it's really good for us to play a good team. I have a ton of respect for Coach Dagnall and everything that those guys do with their team, and I thought that they shot it really well. And they force you to really commit to your discipline in a lot of different ways.
Start five, you went with Khan tonight. Why the decision to go with him there, and what do you see from him overall tonight?
Yeah, I think that just overall, all of our guys, like I think I've hit you guys before, it's been a really good, competitive, intense camp. And so I spoke with Trey and Khan and Colin, and I said, I think you guys need to be prepared to start a lot of different ways, and we'll see how the season goes. I think that each one of them has had really high moments or really good bright spots and have shown that they earn to be out there and have a significant role. And all three, I think, will have a significant role. And every night it might look a little bit different, and they need to be open-minded to it. And so tonight, trying to just get some data on what lineups I think work well defensively, what lineups work well offensively, and we'll keep kind of carving out what we think makes the most sense for our team on a night-to-night basis.
Khan seemed like he had a very strong feel for the game just from the start. What were some of the biggest positives from him?
Just his overall competitiveness, and I would say his IQ of understanding where to be. I saw some gritty, some fight defensively, trying to guard some closeouts and using his physicality, which I was really impressed with. We got to get him talking a little bit more. He's a quiet kid, but as his guy's running into pick and roll, I need him yelling out the commands to make sure that the guy on the ball can also understand what we're going to do coverage-wise, and we can be on the same page. But the other side, offensively, I think that he runs the floor. He plays without it. He's ready to catch and shoot. He drove it really well and made some great plays for himself and also on some kickouts. And so we're going to continue to see a lot of growth from that young man as the season continues to go.
Rookies overall, how would you describe, Ryan, Liam, how would you describe their play tonight, all the guys, the rookies?
I think everyone got to see what these kids are about. Our young rookies, they're fearless. They don't back down. Their competitive spirit, their winning spirit. They're coming up with offensive rebounds. They're diving on the floor for loose balls. There's a physicality. There's a togetherness. And so they really just embody so much of who we want to be about on both of those ends of the floor. With more and more reps, they just get more and more comfortable. And so I was very impressed with all of them and their versatility and open-mindedness.
There was one moment I saw you teaching out there when you brought them all together. You think you brought Khan, Liam, Ryan together just after defensive laps. What about that? How do you try to show those guys, I guess, the importance of making sure they're on the floor the right way you want, especially on defense?
Yeah, just trying to value an opportunity. I don't want them to take any opportunity for granted. And so when they get to step on that floor, I want them to be locked in and engaged or recognize that those moments can be taken from you. And so just trying to bring them in and let them understand what the moment is calling for them right now and where they can be better. But that's part of why they're such good players. They want to be coached. They want to be pushed. They want to be getting feedback, whether it's positive and negative. And I think in that moment, it was just a good opportunity for them to realize, you're in game minutes. I need you guys to show up and be locked in and engaged and focused on what's going on right now on the court to help our team.